I believe that everything I do in my life is already planned and set. You know, there's been so many things happen to me throughout my life, and if there was no higher power, then it wouldn't be possible for me to be here. It felt really good, you know. I started boxing. I never had my first amateur fight until I was like 16 years old, but I was brought up around boxing. I was a gym rat. When my dad was going to the gym, I'd go to the gym with him and I'd be hitting the bags, knocking stuff over in the gym. I was brought up around it. My brothers, cousins, everybody boxes. So we all used to fight each other as kids growing up. And I decided I was going to be heavyweight champion of the world from being a young kid. When people say, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I want to be whatever they wanted to be. They asked me what I want to be. I said heavyweight champion of the world. And nothing, I wasn't going to settle for anything else.
If you want to reach the maximum level of success that you possibly can, you're going to have the mindset of never settling for second place. You're always going to need to do your best and try to be the first place finisher and be a champion at whatever it is you want to do. You see, if you want to be truly as successful as you believe you want to be, that is going to be your only option, is being the very best like no one ever was before you. It all comes down to that mentality of knowing that you are going to do whatever it takes whenever you are called up to do that task that you've been trying to do years upon years, and you can't fail this time, and you decide to put all your work, time, and energy into that one goal, and you finally make it work. And then it's going to be the greatest feeling you'll ever have, because you'll look back and discover everything that you put into it will finally be worth it. However, it is not going to be an easy trail whatsoever. There's going to be some major upsides, but there's also going to be some major struggles that you go through in your life. And when that happens, you need to make sure that you have a great group of people around you that are there for you, loving for you, and caring for you when you're struggling, and will be able to motivate you and push you to go harder for your goals and be able to persevere through them. And they're not going to be tearing you down whenever you do something wrong. If you mess up, they can let you know, but give you a little tough love that will help you understand what you did wrong. But they need to be there for you, and you need to be there for them as well in their time of need.
I suffered with depression and anxiety my whole life, from being a little boy to being a man. But I always had a goal of becoming heavyweight champion of the world. And it always brought me back out of the darkness to achieve that goal. And nothing else mattered. I had a lot of tragedy go on in my life, and a lot of stuff happened that maybe could have put me off track of being heavyweight champ. But I always sort of sidetracked all of that and concentrated on the job in hand. And when they said, right, you're going to fight Klitschko for the world championship, I was like, when I win, I'm not going to have a goal anymore. So I almost knew going into the fight that I was going to come down, it was going to be a disaster. I was very depressed going into the fight, going into training camps. I knew I was going to beat this guy. And I remember saying to me dad, my brothers, I said, win, lose or draw, I said, I probably won't fight again after this. You boxed all your life to get to this position and you're going to just walk away. I was like, you know what, I'm not feeling it anymore. But I look back in it now and I was very ill going into that fight. I wasn't well-minded. Goes in there, beats him. For 5 minutes I was happy. And then when I got back to the changing room, I thought, is this it? I've won 5 world title belts. I beat the second longest reigning heavyweight champion in history. What next? I don't have a purpose anymore. The first time I was boxing, the first career, I call it 2 careers. The first time was about achieving my dreams, becoming heavyweight champion of the world and all that sort of stuff we just talked about, all that power and what if and all this stuff. But when I got there, I thought like, it wasn't what I expected. Yeah, there was a lot of British fans travelled. But like the second career, it's not about winning belts or anything. I'm just having fun. You know, I box now because I love to fight, and I finally found what I love to do, and that's to be involved in good fights and take punches and hit people back. You know, I go into these fights and, you know, I'm like a loose cannon, a crazy character. I don't care if they hit me. I don't care what they do. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to have fun in the fight. They're all serious, like, oh my God, this is a fight. And I'm like doing dances, waving my arms in the air, singing to them. Care anymore, you know. I've gone past the stage of caring about a fight. I grew up around boxing. It's very easy for me to get involved in it. And with England being a small place, small country, it's like if you're any good at all, then you're going to be selected to box for the country in tournaments all over the world. So yeah, I used to walk to the gym every day though, me and my little brother. I used to jog there, he used to ride a bike and train 2 hours, 3 hours and run back. Without them opportunities to do that, then I maybe wouldn't even be here today, who knows? So that's another thing I would like to do, open up an amateur boxing club to give other people opportunities that I had in my life.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.